Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cashback. Hey guys, welcome to episode 21 of season 4 here at Southampton. We have 3 huge games today. First one is first versus second in the Premier League away from home. The next one is Arsenal at home, and the one after that, round of 16, second leg of the Champions League against Bayern Munich. It's one hell of a month, actually. No offence to Sheffield Wednesday, but other than them, Tottenham, Arsenal, Bayern Munich and Chelsea is pretty incredible for a month of football. So hopefully we can get some decent results despite the difficult opposition. Arsenal in 14th. Sheffield Wednesday currently rock bottom of the Premier League, but I still expect difficult games against everyone this month, all told. But it's Spurs, Arsenal and Bayern Munich today. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, of course. There'll be a new career mode starting soon. If you missed the unfortunate update to the RTG series on Tuesday, then check that video and give me your feedback on it. But without any further ado, let's jump into this game against Spurs and see if we can't pick up 3 points in the Premier League and extend our lead at the top, hopefully. Tottenham start Harry Maguire at centre-back, as well as Alberto Moreno at left-back, 2 new signings, or newer signings. Riyad Mahrez on the right-hand side of midfield. Dele Alli as the striker. Yes, Dele Alli at striker here for Tottenham. Skriniar, Tierney. And we start off on the front foot with a good move. So far, yes. Still going. Neves out wide here to Odriozola. Justin Kluivert is onside and spins back into the box. Pull that back there to Borja. Take a touch out your feet. Have the shot blocked by Harry Winks. They have the best defensive record in the league. We have the best offensive record in the league. So it's the best versus the best. It's kind of immovable object versus unstoppable force. Oh! And it's nearly... Well, what would we be? Unstoppable force with regards going forward, and immovable object would be their defence, wouldn't it? It was very nearly the unstoppable force that took the 1-0 lead there, but unfortunately the woodwork was in the way. Tottenham might be going in front themselves, but thankfully Odriozola steps in to put an end to that. Ruben Neves could send Diego away here, and indeed will send Diego away here, and the first touch is decent, and there is a 1-0 lead for Southampton. He's deadly. There's a reason why he's the league's top goal scorer. It's because no one can catch him when he's set in behind. And when one-on-one, he very rarely misses. 1-0 to the unstoppable force. The immovable object has wobbled a little bit. Dele Alli played in. No idea why they're playing Dele Alli at striker when they've got Harry Kane on the bench. Can understand why they're playing Riyad Mahrez though. Hell of a finish. The immovable object, fire back. He started on the right-hand side, or at least he was on the right-hand side in the build-up, wasn't he, on the pre-game graphic? But Riyad Mahrez has found himself on the left more so than the right, where you can see Heung-min Son is there, and that's a great finish. Tottenham getting themselves right back in it. They weren't behind for long. It's 1-1 after 17 minutes. Tierney down the line to Leon Bailey. Lovely little bit of footwork. Inside there to Ruben Neves. There's Diego. Drop the shoulder. Bend it maybe. Oh, deflected, and Hugo Lloris reacts well. And Heung-min Son keeps that in play. Very well done from the Tottenham goalkeeper. Will stay level. Dele Alli. Into Heung-min Son. Christian Eriksen in front of him. Here's the Dane. Inside to the South Korean. Thought about dropping the shoulder. Lovely ball across. Good save by Arrizabalaga. Stopped them from getting the corner. That was a really good move from Tottenham. They very nearly took the lead themselves there. Coming from 1-0 down to go 2-1 up. Diego's on the run though. And he's chested that down brilliantly. And we might be going 2-1 up at the other end. We're not. I told him to do a driven low. I told him to do a driven low. Justin, what have you done? Oh my lord. I don't even know what that is. Bailey. Forward to Milinkovic-Savic. He's got twist and turn away from Aurier and Victor Wanyama there. Neves through the gap. Borja Mayoral is there. Diego's made the run. is a long way off, but arriving here is Leon Bailey. He's onside and should finish this and does so. Starting to get more and more confident with Leon Bailey in those inside forward positions. When he's given that much space, he tends to put it away these days. Scoring goals for fun at the minute, Leon Bailey. That is his 12th goal in the Premier League now. He's really on quite the run of form. 2-1 Southampton. Over inside there to Ruben Neves, forward to Giegu. Lovet's gone on the run again, but we'll go back central. Lovely ball through the gap by Borja Mayoral. He's on his run again, trying to hold off Victor Wanyama. Yeah, Victor Wanyama, that's what he's called now. Victor Wanyama. Unfortunately, Leon Bailey can't find another one for him or for us. And it looks like it's going to be 2-1 at half-time, unless they do something here, which they may well do. Heung-min Son played in. 2 minutes added on at the end of the half. Son, tackled by Kieran Tierney. Expert defending from the Scot. Oh, that ball through is just delicious. The entire defence absolutely static at the beginning of the second half. Not even 2.5 minutes in, and Heung-min Son has drawn Tottenham back level. Everyone just stands there, and no one follows the run. Kieran Tierney kind of jogged along behind him, but didn't actually make any proper effort. It's a great finish as well. Superb angle for it. Right, okay. 2-2. Eriksen to Dele Alli. He needs to be wary of the run of Mahrez. He needs to be wary of the run of Dele Alli as well, to be fair. We stepped in and taken it away from him. His son. In there to Eriksen, goes for the 1-2. Milinkovic-Savic on his shoulder. Uses Victor Wanyama. Forward to Dele Alli. Spins well. Still going here, Dele on his left. Right then, okay. 2 goals in the opening 7 minutes of the second half for Tottenham Hotspur. I was quite comfortable there with Dele on his left foot. I'll be honest, I didn't expect him to do that. I didn't think he could. And he's put it in the top corner. Oh, if the defender perhaps had jumped, he might well have headed it away. 3-2 Tottenham. Over into Borja Mayoral. Drilled in field there to Milinkovic-Savic. See the run of Borja Mayoral. The question is, can I find... Well, yes. The answer is yes, I can find him. I didn't even get the chance to finish the question before the ball was at his feet. And into the back of the net it goes. What a start to the second half this has been. It was 2-1 at the break. It's 3-3 just 15 minutes into the second half. And there's still 30 minutes to be played. Really is the best versus the best here, isn't it? We'll have to wait and see who comes out on top. We drew the first game against Tottenham this year. We might end up drawing again. Lucas Moura about to come on for Riyad Mahrez. Eriksen out wide to Dele Alli. Tottenham looking to go in front again. Leon Bailey steps in ahead of Serge Aurier there though. Milinkovic-Savic should get that inside to Ruben Neves. Borja Mayoral played in. He is coming off momentarily though, Borja Mayoral. Got Sofiane Boufal coming on in that cam roll as Mayoral's stamina is just letting him down a little bit. Lucas lays that back to Christian Eriksen. It's a nice 1-2 played and got nearly rebounded back to a Tottenham man. Around the corner there to Leon Bailey though. See a Serge. Yep, see a Serge. Play that to Borja. Get there. Oh, nicely done. And through the gap to Giegu. We might well be going 4-3 up. Oh! I think Lloris got something on that. He did. They just said great saving commentary. We've seen Giegu score that sort of opportunity time and time again so far this season in the Premier League. And you can see... Oh, my God. What a save from Hugo Lloris. Fingertip stuff. That is just unreal. These genuinely are the 2 best sides in the Premier League this season, and they're showing it. Free kick for Tottenham. Davinson Sanchez will just lump it forward. Eriksen flicks it up. We've won the header though. Boufal will perhaps try and turn back here and look for Giegu. I brought in Richarlison on the right hand side for the last few moments, just as a last ditch attempt to maybe yet win the game. Got Alberto Moreno with me. Try and bend the cross in, which I've done. Unfortunately, I've not found anyone though. Maffeo just boots that out for a throw-in. 3 minutes added on at the end of the game is enough for something to happen. Here's Sofiane Boufal. Good footwork. Giegu. Spin one way then the other. Nicely done. I needed a runner on my right-hand side, and Odriozola was rather reluctant to push forward. Still could find Jeju here. Have done. Jeju, well blocked. Could still drop to him. It's going to be cleared away. And Alberto Moreno doesn't even get the chance to put his foot through it. There is the final whistle. It was a draw against Tottenham in Game 1 this season. It's a draw against Tottenham in Game 2 this season. Quite an entertaining one at that. 3-3 the scoreline from Wembley. Up next, Arsenal, who've just drawn at home against Burnley. Manchester United win 2-1 against Chelsea, which I believe will move them second in the league table. So we'll have to wait and see if our lead at the top has actually extended. I think it will have. No, 5 points to Manchester United, 6 points to Spurs, 8 points to Stoke, 9 points to Everton. Still, I mean, you'd say probably a three-way fight. I wouldn't expect Stoke or Everton really to keep this up all season long. But I'm going to need to maintain a good level of form if I possibly can. Arsenal up next. Sergio Senho in goal for Arsenal. Strong backline. Mustafi, Koscielny, Vallejo, Kolasinac and Bayer in. Mkhitaryan holding with Granit Xhaka alongside him. Thomas Lemar on the left. Rigoni on the right. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. And Alexandre Lacazette up top. Strong Arsenal lineup. Difficult game ahead. Odriozola turning inside. Jeju back to Oriol Romeu. Ball to Jeju again. Play that in front of Milinkovic Savic. Shot straight against Vallejo. Savic is playing at cam in this one, with Oriol Romeu holding. Oh, it's been a little bit more defensive at home against Arsenal, just to try and ensure we got the victory. I was quite disappointed with the fact that I conceded 3 goals against Tottenham. Jeju could spin here, has done. This should be 1-0, but it's not. Richarlison tried his best to get to that. To be fair, Leon Bailey on the left, Justin Kluivert on the right, and Borja Mayoral at cam were all lacking fitness heading into this fixture anyway, so it gave me the opportunity to rotate a little bit, give Richarlison a start on the left, give Buffal a start on the right, and move Milinkovic Savic that little bit further forward to see if he can have an impact in that cam role again. Unfortunately, 2 efforts he's had to this point in the game haven't necessarily gone too easily or too well for him, but now he could have a crack from the edge of the box. I think it was always bending away, but never mind. 0-0 after 9 minutes. Oh, good angle for it as well. Was never on target, to be fair. Savic forward to Neves, back to Neves actually, as it happens. Buffal, Neves, Romeu, Jeju, Richarlison to... Oh, well, it's meant for Savic, but Buffal picks it up. Buffal will go again. Milinkovic Savic is here, and Jeju's gone around the outside. Jeju blocked by Bellerin. Out for a corner. Let's see. Oh, a decent. Sergei, get there. Richarlison. Kolasinac there on the line to deny us the opportunity to go 1-0 in front. Milinkovic Savic works that inside. It's Skriniar of all people. Sofiane Buffal. Oh, I've turned into Rigoni there, unfortunately. Oh, not come closer to going 1-0 up there than I have done with the effort from Richarlison that was cleared away from the line by the Bosnian. Alexandre Lacazette's just run all the way around the outside of Skriniar, and that won't, thankfully, reach the man in the middle it was intended for. Richarlison could set Jeju away here, and Laurent Koscielny won't be able to deal with the pace, but the angle isn't the best. I'm going to need to find a cross to a teammate. Oh, Buffal's touch is poor. Mkhitaryan. Good footwork. All intercepted by Buffal. Romeu across to Neves. Back to Romeu. Wide to Sofiane Buffal. This is a really nice move, and we'll look to play through Milinkovic Savic, who should have the strength to hold everyone off, and does. Buries it. I think the defender actually won that back briefly there, but Savic just shrugged him off and was still able to tuck it home. We'll have a look from the replay as he's played through. It's a lovely, powerful run. And yeah, he does. He gets the foot in there, the left back, but he just keeps going. Savic, you can't stop him. Oh, and Senho wasn't far away from getting a fingertip to it, but he didn't. 10 minutes before half-time, Southampton 1, Arsenal 0. Lacazette drilled across into Lemar. Oh, the footwork's done me. Shame the finish was so bad, because that would have been a superb equaliser immediately after we went 1-0 up for Arsenal there. They do kind of historically, at least in recent times, Arsenal struggle against Southampton in the league. It looks like that's repeating itself here. Corner for Arsenal. Quite clearly going to go short. Thomas Lemar could put the ball in. Let's pull it back. Kolasinac. Who did that come off? Skriniar or their man? Skriniar. It's a corner again for Arsenal. Lemar will deliver this one into the box. That's a good delivery as well. Richarlison's up with a header. Giorgi gets to that. I'll just loft this to try and get Milinkovic-Savic in behind, but I haven't been able to do it. Lemar with great footwork. Then plays in Kolasinac, who drills the ball in. Arrizabalaga, well, unfortunately, palms that straight to a Southampton man. I don't think that was the intention. He didn't aim to palm it to a Southampton man. I was just lucky that it was a red and white shirt that got onto the end of it. Otherwise, that could quite easily have been 1-1. And the pass from Giorgi not quite good enough to play in Boufal to make it 2-0. 1-0 only at the break. Xhaka. Mkhitaryan. Oh, lofted it over the leg of Romeu there. Lemar. Romeu getting his foot in this time around though. Not to be denied a second time. That's a terrible pass. Mkhitaryan could punish me for that. Oh, and how has Rigoni been played in there? Oh, stop it. No. Give me the ball. Oh, what a block. Last ditch, I believe, is the term. He threw himself at that Henry Harris. There was no way the shot was going to get shot on target. Mkhitaryan, oh, a little back heel to Thomas Lemar, who backs in well. Kolasinac, Xhaka. Oh, beautiful. That little touch. That little touch. Yes. Class written all over it. Absolutely. That little touch. Was it Mkhitaryan in there? I'm not sure. I think it might well have been. That. Yeah. It's disgusting. You think he's going to take a touch and then play a pass, and he just helps it on its way as it goes across his the face of his body. Lovely finish from Alexandre Lacazette as well. We drew against Tottenham in the first game against them this season, and subsequently have just drawn in the second game. Apologies for the yawn. We drew against Arsenal in the first game against them this season in the league as well, and we're now back level in this one too. I would very much like to take a win though, if we can. Well, oh, I hadn't taken that a little bit too far. Might well have immediately got myself back in front. That's a wasted opportunity. Harris through the gap there to Milinkovic-Savic. The run on again, and he will get to that. Oh, a tight angle. Good save. Giorgi can't get there. To Romeu. Forward to Giorgi. A lovely little flick. Milinkovic-Savic. No. I can't believe he's not scored that. Mkhitaryan going off. And Mesut Ozil coming on. I can't believe I've missed that. That should be 2-1. He's a waste. He's had 8 shots, Milinkovic-Savic. 8. I've only scored 1 goal. Here's Odriozola. Go through the middle there to Giorgi. Oh, good footwork. Savic. Milinkovic-Savic. How? How has he not buried that? He's had so many chances in this game, Milinkovic-Savic, to try and get that second goal, and I just haven't been able to get it. How strong do you want to be? Thomas Lemar just holding the man off. Kolasinac can't take a first touch. Come on then. Let's go again. Milinkovic-Savic. Oh, what a tackle from Mesut Ozil. Didn't expect that, to be fair. Caught me right off guard. Granit Xhaka into Rigoni. Back to Xhaka. Back to Mesut Ozil. Double step over. Nice tackle by Ruben Neves. Takes these a while to react to the ball, but eventually we are able to get it away. Back to Romeu. Out wide here to Richarlison. Forward to Giorgi. Running on the right hand side is Sofiane Boufal. Use it as a decoy. Then maybe use it actually. Go sideways here to Sofiane Boufal, who's offside. Ah! I can't win this against Arsenal no matter what I try. I made those substitutions in like the 73rd minute, and it's taken this long for the ball to actually go out of play. Oh, might well have made the difference if those players had been involved slightly earlier on. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to be the way things pan out. Lovely footwork from Thomas Lemar. Don't you even consider scoring in the last minute to win it, Arsenal. Thank you. A 1-1 draw against Arsenal after a 3-3 draw against Tottenham. And to be honest, I'd actually take a draw in the next game against Bayern Munich because we have the 1-0 first leg lead. So just avoiding defeat against Bayern here is enough to see us through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. We know what we have to do. Let's just go and do it. Bayern starting what appears to be the same 11. Yes. I think that's just the same 11 that's... Did Vidal start before? Vidal played before, didn't he? I don't remember Vidal playing. Unless he was that invisible in the first leg. I'm not sure, actually. But from memory, I believe that's the same starting 11. They lost 1-0, of course, at home by Munich, so we have an away goal advantage. And as we mentioned, all we have to do here, basically, is just avoid defeat. And we'll be through to the next round. So, Operation Don't Lose is in full action now. There's across to Kieran Tierney. It's Milinkovic-Savic, who's back in his deeper role for this one. Borja Mayoral, who scored that goal. Well, Borja Mayoral, who scored that goal in the first leg, that was actually not too dissimilar from that finish from Diédhiou. Finessed into the far top corner. Very similar position. In fact, it's pretty much identical to the goal that gave us the lead in the first leg. As I was mentioning Borja Mayoral's goal, Diédhiou goes and replicates it. 1-0 Southampton, 2-0 on aggregate. That doesn't necessarily change things, because Bayern needed to score 2 to go through as outright winners in 90 minutes by 2-1, and still they don't need to score more than 2, because if they beat me 2-1 and we go 2-2 on aggregate, then they'll go through in away goals. So it hasn't actually changed much with regards the overall way that Bayern need to approach the tie. The only thing it has changed, or does mean, is the fact that we now cannot go to extra time. So it will be decided inside 90 minutes here, either which way. Savic, around the corner to Bailey, into Borja Mayoral, through to Diédhiou, who spins well. Kluivert. Oh, nicely done. It's not very often you get to turn Alaba like that. Good delivery too. Keepers come to punch. Savic will race there with Lewandowski, and it's the pole that wins the ball. Henry Harris will go to close down the Brazilian. It's a superb tackle as far as I was concerned, but the referee disagrees. Over forward there to Justin Kluivert, around the corner to Diédhiou. Accelerate and say goodbye to everyone else. Borja Mayoral makes it 2-0 on the night and 3-0 on aggregate. Just the sheer pace of Diédhiou and then a simple pass across. Not going to have an easier goal his entire career. We are striding towards a quarter-final place in the Champions League. Here's Kimmich into Lewandowski. Across to Vidal, could go for a 1-2. Ruben Neves has other ideas. Borja Mayoral can't get onto the ball out there. Renato Sanchez will get it across here to Bruma. Inside to Lua. Thiago to Renato Sanchez again. Malcolm. Thiago. Great block by Skriniar, who swings his legs around and gets the ball away. Bayern pressing to try and get themselves back in it now. But they do need to find 3 goals from somewhere. They haven't... Oh! And they haven't gotten one yet. Thanks to the post and last-ditch blocks, they still are yet to register a goal in the 1.5 games played against us so far. Malcolm gets away from me there, into Thiago. Back to Renato Sanchez, just trying to withstand the storm here at the end of the first half, and hopefully we can do so. Sanchez should cross here, pulls it back. It's deflected again off the toes of Skriniar. Another corner for Bayern Munich. Malcolm to deliver for a second time. And up we go and away we go, and that should be half time. Please.
Being closed down. Really working hard to be the controlling influence of this team.
Forward to Kluivert. Through the gap there to Diédhiou. I was hoping he was going to touch and turn at the same time, similar to how Borja Mayoral did there with his first touch Diédhiou, and he didn't. Second shot is blocked, and here come Bayern on the counter. Actually, Demirbay just come off the bench. Find Lewandowski, the obvious ball. He's up one through the gap. Actually, cannons off his teammate. Still finds Malcolm. Lewandowski fires not far wide. They're going to need to be better if they want their way back into this, though, Bayern Munich. This one's been more straightforward than the first leg, but I guess you expect that from a home leg compared to an away. But still, Bayern have a very strong side out here. I would expect them to at least score one over the course of 2 legs, but to this point, they haven't gotten any. Alaba, and then to Bruma, down the line to David Alaba. Cross can come in. I tried to reach in there and get the ball away and couldn't. Cross has come in. Tien should win this header, and Kieran's done well, but it will be a corner now for Bayern. Thiago's gone off. Milinkovic-Savic on near post duty, but it's going to be edge of the box duty for Justin Kluivert. Osco's just come on for Thiago there involved. He's hot on the heels of Justin Kluivert here, but I'm obviously going to play in Gigi around the corner there now that he's in a little bit of space. And arriving at the back of the box, it's Borja Mayoral. Perfectly weighted ball across. Superb assist from Gigi. Borja Mayoral with a second tap-in of the game. And it's 3-0 and 4-0. Tie over. Milinkovic-Savic across here to Kieran Tierney. Driving forward. Obvious ball there is Leon Bailey. There's really not much time added on at the end of the game. And there's no real reason for there to be fair. It's been a very straightforward second leg. This first leg was particularly difficult, but this one been a lot more straightforward. We are through to the next round of the Champions League. We've gone a step further than we did last year. It was elimination at the round of 16 stage to Juventus in Season 3. We've brushed aside Bayern Munich in the second leg by 3-0 to get ourselves through to the quarterfinals this year round. Real Madrid won their away leg by 3-0, so they're through against Porto despite losing that second leg. So we will face either Manchester City, Chelsea, Villarreal, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, or, well, actually, I think those two ties, Atleti versus Spartak, Monaco versus AC Milan, are actually yet to be played on the Wednesday. Find out what day it is when we actually get back to the menu. I believe they're yet to be played. I'll advance as far as the next game just to see if the next round is actually drawn. Yeah, they'll play on the Wednesday. So, in theory, before we get to this game against Sheffield Wednesday, we should have the next round drawn, shouldn't we? Tournament prize money, £6 million. Tarvery much. Lots of players leaving on international duty. Richarlison's happy at the extended amount of football he's been getting. And the next round of the Champions League has been drawn, and it's AC Milan that we have in the quarterfinals. Well, it was defeat to Italians last year, or an Italian side at least, in the Champions League. We'll have to wait and see what happens in this year's. We have a 3-point lead at the top of the table against, ahead of Manchester United, and Spurs have lost again. Spurs in a real run of bad form. We have a 7-point lead over them now, but Manchester United taking advantage of our draws against Arsenal and Spurs today to close the gap at the top to just the 3 points. 11 games to go, 33 points available, all to play for in the Premier League. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more, and I'll see you next time.